Halloween Horror Nights this year. What is up, YouTube? How are you guys doing today? It's probably sad. If you do not know, Halloween Horror Nights dropped an announcement yesterday about Saw, or a few days ago when you're watching this, that Saw was coming to the event. They were, getting on the positive side of everybody with a little bit of tease and some photos, and then the Saw announcement. They were kind of making up for the fact of this year kind of being lackluster as far as the announcements and as far as the event sort of in the media has gone. I mean, the event is still probably going to be very good, obviously. It is every year very good. It's just the announcements wise and the media and the marketing aspect has been thumbs down. But then they kind of dropped a bomb today. Some people, I guess, knew early. Yeah. So Bill and Ted, those guys are having their final year at Halloween Horror Nights this year. That is it. They put out the blog post, the announcement that this will be the final year for Bill and Ted at Halloween Horror Nights. Now, if you do not know, Bill and Ted is a comedy show that deals with pop culture and all sorts of movies and characters and presidentials and all these type of characters, and they basically make fun of them in a 30-minute to 40-minute adventure that is a staple of Horror Nights. It's been there for 26 years. So way back in 1992 was its first debut at the event. And from there, it has grown on in popularity. Every single year, it just gets bigger and bigger as far as the crowds wanting to see this show, and especially every night of the event. It's never not packed for a show. Bill and Ted is leaving the event. Basically the area they're at, which is Fear Factor, that is probably going to be demolished after this year, or at least early next year, to make way for something new coming. Harry Potter, more than possibly likely. So that's why they're announcing this being the final year for Bill and Ted. In fact, Halloween Horror Nights this year is going to be the final year you're going to see it this way. I kind of stated that in another video, I think somewhere. Enjoy the event this year, because next year it's going to be haywire. A lot of houses and a lot of routes are going to be changed. Bill and Ted's going to be gone, so they're going to have to replace that with a show. It's not going to probably be the same kind of show. It's not going to pull in the same amount of crowd, so we definitely have that to worry about for next year. And I know more so with Bill and Ted, for me, it's been kind of off and on. Some years I really enjoyed it. Some years I've only gone to go see it once, maybe twice, but I understand the importance of this show for Halloween Horror Nights. It is a staple. It is like getting rid of a scare zone or a house. It eats people. It gives something other than what Horror Nights is, and it gives people something else to enjoy at the event that's not scary, other than the explosions. But besides that, it's an event, or it's a show basically for everybody to enjoy. Mostly everybody of adult wise to enjoy the show. I realize a lot of my friends are the types that go to this show numerous times. They go to it practically almost every night, if not 2 times a night maybe. Early on Halloween Horror Nights on the final night just to catch the final show. I stopped doing that a long time ago because I rather enjoy the event. And me, I've always found that if you enjoyed the event and you stayed, you got to do a whole bunch of houses, you got to say your goodbyes, you got to hang out in the streets where everybody else kind of went to the Bill and Ted. It made so much of a difference. You got to see stuff that you wouldn't ever see in the streets. Even though there's stuff that happens in a Bill and Ted show that you would never ever see, the stuff that happens in the street is crazy. But that's another story for another time. This is about Bill and Ted, its excellent adventures. I could remember, I think back in Halloween Horror Nights 2021 was the year I was active backup. So I didn't quite get to work too many houses, but I remember that Bill and Ted being, for me, an enjoyable experience where I went multiple times to watch it. I really enjoyed that year of it. So that's like one of my favorite years of Bill and Ted. What is yours? Leave it down in the comment section. Let me know, what do you feel about Bill and Ted leaving? Are you excited for what's to come? Are you sad? Are you mad? See, Hollywood, now we know how you feel. No more Bill and Ted. So now we're kind of on even playing grounds. We have Academy of Villains, hopefully. You guys got Jabberwockies. There we go. And that's it for this video. Leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, I'm going to catch you later. Zombie Chris, out.